Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is DeeDee, and on this channel, I share my weight loss journey, weight loss tips, and everything in between. So February is gone by February, and it was a month full of changes in so many ways. I started the month off with my usual low carb routine, and then 2 weeks in, I switched over to a carnivore lifestyle. And today, I'm sharing with you my February recap, how I'm feeling, the weight I lost, the goals I smashed, the ones I struggled with, and also my plans for March. So grab a seat and let's jump right in. At the very start of February, I was following my usual low carb plan. I would stick to whole foods, cutting out sugars, and making sure I was incorporating veggies and fruits with minimal carbs. So my go-tos would be meats, fish, seafood, veggies, avocado for some fat, and maybe some strawberries. I set some initial goals in the beginning of February, and I was feeling very motivated. I know that low carb has worked very well for me in the past. Within the past year, I've been able to lose 65 pounds on low carb, but for some reason, my weight loss stalled. So I knew that I needed to switch things up. So 2 weeks into the month, that's exactly what I did. I switched over from low carb over to carnivore. I mean, I was curious, could this be the end of my stall as far as losing the weight and reaching the goal that I'm trying to reach? I had been reading up all about carnivore, fat loss, the mental clarity, more sleep, energy levels, like the health benefits, etc. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. So I swapped out my low carb veggies and my fruits for some meat and eggs. Now the first 3 days of the carnivore diet was a struggle, but by day 4, I instantly noticed the difference. Not only did my cravings change, I also felt energy levels that I haven't felt before, like no more sluggish days or afternoons where I feel like I need a nap. Like I truly feel better. Now let's talk about feelings, because that's what truly matters. By the end of February, I'm feeling more balanced and energetic. The constant hunger pains and wanting to snack and cravings, those feelings aren't there anymore. They're replaced with feeling satisfied, because when I eat a meal, I'm full, like for the next hours and hours, and then I eat another meal. It's just crazy how just switching up your diet truly recalibrates your body signals. I feel my mood has improved, and I'm naturally falling into my intermittent fasting rhythm. I eat 2 meals a day, and I feel empowered to just listen to my body and not force myself to eat extra or snack when I'm not truly hungry. All right, so now for the numbers. In February, in the beginning of February, I started the month out at 174 pounds. And now I am currently 167.4. Okay, so for the month of February, I lost 6.6 pounds. It was a gradual process at first with low carb that first couple of weeks, but as soon as I switched over to carnivore, the scale just started moving. So technically, my weight loss is primarily due to switching over to the carnivore diet. Overall, I am super happy with my progress, and even though every pound doesn't tell the whole story, it is a huge win for my health journey. So definitely happy with my progress in February. And it's really not all about the numbers. I remember in December, I tried on some pants that were super tight and hard to button before, and now I put them on and they definitely button, and I still have some space. So I know for a fact I've been losing inches along with the weight. So super happy. All right, now let's talk about how I did with the goals that I initially set for February. So my first goal was to strength train 3 times a week. And that was a flop. I definitely struggled with that goal. I definitely walked and I had a lot of activity, but February was so busy with work. I moved into my home. Like it was just a lot going on. No excuses, but I definitely did not meet that goal. So my next goal was to cook more home cooked meals. Because if you remember in January, I was traveling a lot for work, so I was eating out a lot. In February, I set out to cook more, and I definitely did that. So I think that that helped me attribute to some of my progress as well in February, eating clean, knowing exactly what's in the meals because I'm cooking it. So definitely hit that goal. My next goal was to drink a gallon of water a day and sleep at least 7 to 8 hours. And that was a flop as well. I struggle. I struggle to get my water in. So that's something that I have to continue to work through in March. And my last goal was to lose something, anything, whether it was inches, whether it was weight. Even if the scale said I lost 0.1 pounds by the end of February, I would have felt good. So I did lose 6.6 pounds, as I shared before. So I met that goal. Now, one major win that I want to share with you is the snacking portion. I used to be a huge snacker. I love to snack. Before I got in bed at night or like closing out the night, I would always go and grab a bag of chips from the pantry, grab something that I can snack on, feel that crunch. And within the past 2 weeks, I haven't even felt like snacking. So that is a major win for me. Switching over to the carnivore diet, my cravings to snack have been eliminated. So I'm feeling good. So that is definitely a major win for me. And at the end of the day, every journey has its bumps. So I think staying motivated, focusing on the wins versus what you didn't do well is the key. And then also just working on making progress on the items that you're struggling with. Progress is progress, and every step forward is one step further in the direction you're trying to get to. That's my motto. All right, now let's talk about March, and my goals are very clear. I'm gonna continue exploring and refining the carnivore diet for me, continuing to eat 2 meals a day, and when I feel full, listening to my body and letting my body lead the way. My second goal is to reintroduce consistent workouts. Like even if it's a brief weight training workout or a brisk walk along with some kind of body weight exercises. Like I just think it's really important that I get back on track and move forward towards that goal of strength training 3 times a week. My third goal is to focus on recovery. More hydration, making sure I'm doing that, adding in electrolytes, making sure I'm getting a lot of rest, even though I'm busy and I'm always trying to do 27 hours of work within 24 hours. I need to be mindful and get the proper rest that I need, and also mindful eating. So definitely focusing on recovery. And my fourth goal is to track my progress. Not just on the scale, how I'm feeling, my moods, mental clarity, any non-scale victories. That's my goal. Not just focus on the scale, but everything else that also matters. I am definitely excited about March because every month brings new challenges and new opportunities. So I'm excited to see where this journey takes me and what I'm able to accomplish by the end of March. Thank you so much for joining me on this February recap. If you've been following along or curious about switching up your diet, drop a comment below. I would love to hear about your experiences or any tips you have to offer. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.